Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're going to be playing more Witcher 3, and we're actually going up to Avallac'h right now to go say hi, so let's go see if we can...
Granddad's sick.
Oh, here we go, we got them.
Yes, Geralt?
Oh, Triss is kind of not interested in talking. How about Ciri? Ciri looks troubled.
Got a minute?
Of course.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff here.
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
It's nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avallac'h claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
So, need your advice about Yennefer.
Very well. Ask away.
The thing is, I'd like to take her somewhere, once it's over. Someplace picturesque, beautiful even, where we can rest. You've been almost everywhere. Also know Yen well. Any ideas? I was thinking Spala, or maybe Dol Blathanna.
The first roadside inn you pass. Take her there. Pay for a month in advance, carve "Do Not Disturb" into the room door, and shut it behind you.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avallac'h explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
I should go.
All right. We'll talk later.
Welcome Stitchings to the show. Let's get an ! High for Stitchings joining up. Are you ready to witch, Stitchings? We are coming into the end of the game here, I believe.
What do you want?
Big stuff. We also have our first vlog episode getting posted in a couple hours, so I'm pretty excited about that as well.
Well, what is it?
No need to thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're welcome.
You stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I do not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Farewell. How are you feeling?
Better, I thank you. If you'd not arrived in time, things might have ended considerably worse. I am your debtor.
Thank Yennefer. It was her idea, her plan. Thought Margarita Loantil would be among the last to get nabbed by witch hunters.
Were it dependent solely on me, of course I would have. But you forget I had my students to consider. I knew the hunters would eventually reach Aretusa. It was but a matter of time. So when I heard Triss was organizing escapes to Kovir, I saw no reason to hesitate. I gathered my novices and we rode here to Novigrad. Sadly, we were caught and thrown in Dayrad before I could contact Triss.
Didn't see any other sorceresses in there with you.
Because they'd already been executed. Burned. Alive. One after the other. The most talented girls in the north. Radovid was saving me for last.
If you're here, what's become of Aretuza?
The day I arrived in Novigrad, I received a message from Beruta Ikati. A short, curt note. School overrun by Redanians. The libraries burn. Handful of pupils fled with Nina Vivero. The rest are dead. It is over.
No reaction from the council? The conclave?
Do you jest? They asked Radovid to intervene, just after he'd appointed them.
Farewell, Rita.
Boring as fucking shite.
Oh, you make a fine sailor, till the puking set in.
Geralt?
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Anchors away.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the Mountain Elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Tell us, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part?
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages? Of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject. One officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say, "The white flame dancing on the graves of his foes."
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
I'm off.
Good luck.
Your Imperial Majesty, allow me to remind you that our agreement encompassed all the sorceresses wishing to take part in the risky endeavor whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure you our interests are aligned in these matters as well. I promise that I will uphold the conditions of our agreement, despite the fact that they will demand sacrifices of me and will leave me in an unfortunate situation. I therefore request, politely yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla. With all due respect, Yennefer. Oh, look at this. List of prisoners. How do we not read this before? Prisoners of Dirit, page 258. Blaise de Villemont, imprisoned the 3rd of Burke for use of magic, admitted no guilt despite exhaustive interrogation, died during questioning on the 7th of Blath. Arthur de Vlister, imprisoned on the 5th of Burke to use magic, admitted his guilt on the 10th of Burke, sentenced to death by pyre, burned at the stake on the 11th of Burke. Margarita Lozantil, imprisoned on the 6th of Burke to use of magic, has admitted no guilt, recommendation, enhanced interrogation. Keth, imprisoned on the 6th of Burke for illicit soothsaying, he admitted no guilt, sentenced to death by pyre. Undomiel, elven witch of the forest, imprisoned on the 6th of Burke, sentenced to death by pyre for cursing the residents of Oxenford, has admitted no guilt. Zelona, sorceress, true name unknown, imprisoned on the 7th of Burke for use of magic and aiding other fugitives, sentenced to death by pyre. Shaipek, imprisoned 7th of Burke for printing and distributing pamphlets slandering the Redanian nation, admitted his guilt, sentenced to death by hanging. Vat, dwarf, imprisoned on the 7th of Burke for tearing down wanted posters of witches, admitted his guilt, sentenced to lose his right hand. Gregsky, imprisoned on the 8th of Burke for harboring fugitives, admitted his guilt, sentenced to death by hanging. Hunt, true name unknown, imprisoned 8th of Burke for pestering elegant dames, sentenced to 1 month in a dark cell. Dona, imprisoned 8th of Burke for chiromancy, has admitted no guilt. Recommendation, enhanced interrogation. Dragonbird, true name unknown, imprisoned 9th of Burke, accused of practicing numerology, admitted to guilt, sentenced to death by pyre. Second Child, Elven Diviner, crazed, imprisoned the 9th of Burke for inciting discord and hatred for the church. Appears comatose, uncommunicative, possible ruse. Recommendation, outlast, wait for response. Correlate, imprisoned 10th of Burke for allegiance to Scoia'tael, admitted to guilt using crude language, sentenced to death by hanging. Highland Tommy, refuses to reveal true name, imprisoned 11th of Burke for assault sword in hand, admitted his guilt, sentenced to death by decapitation. The Seeker, true name unknown, imprisoned the 11th of Burke for suspicion of spying. Recommendation, enhanced interrogation using hot irons. Imperative, learn identity of prisoner's operator. Man of Navarre, imprisoned the 12th of Burke, convicted for many bold home and shop burglaries, has begun strike to protest his innocence. Recommendation, let him starve. Petrocilier, imprisoned the 12th of Burke for practice of herbalism and publication of banned utterances, admitted to guilt, sentenced to death by pyre. Sid Spiker, imprisoned 13th of Burke, denounced by neighbor for use of magic, acquitted of charges and released. Reptile Man, true name unknown, imprisoned 13th of Burke for engaging in many bloody rows, remains unconscious due to sustained head injuries. Recommendation, hospitalize. Sardukar, Nilfgaardian, true name unknown, member of the elite palace guard of the Emperor of Nilfgaard, imprisoned the 13th of Burke as enemy of the realm, held under close watch pending arrival of military intelligence personnel. Nars, halfling from Knotweed Meadow, imprisoned 14th of Burke for tax evasion and extortion, has admitted no guilt. Recommendation, enhanced interrogation. Momotek, imprisoned 14th of Burke for possession of use of magic amulets, weak of mind. Recommendation, fit to assist in guarding other convicts. Please note not to be trusted with sharp implements. Stitching saying, Reptile Man! I like Reptile Man. I wonder if he has, oh no, he doesn't have wares if we have coin. He'd just be a Argonian. Regular old Argonian. I hope he's an actual Reptile Man. Alright, let's look at our quest log here. Hold on, first let's let it update. Vendi Vidi Vigo.
For good this time, like my mother did.
Boring
I feel like
as fucking
I shouldn't
shite.
see anyone who feels fond of me. At least not until we defeat the Wild Hunt.
We can always drop you back on the Isle of Mists.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Sneak onto the Emperor's flagship. Ask Croc where Ermion is. We don't have any secondary quests, so this is what we should do. I like the Argonian voices in Elder Scrolls. They go like, "Hi, I'm an Argonian." It's like they smoke a lot of cigarettes, but because they have like I assume it's supposed to be that they have like lizard throats, so they're kind of scaly and dry.
Was it hard? Killing that
Friends
vermin?
we show heart, foes.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw 'em all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the black ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say. Farewell.
Weak arms swinging it, eh?
Wanted to talk. I found Ciri.
Ah, I knew you'd do it. Safe and sound, I trust?
Yes, she was fleeing from the Wild Hunt.
Bring her to Caertrolde. She'll be safe here. And I must see how she's changed after all these years.
See ya, Crack.
But I prefer me trusty axe.
Garrison, Khajiit done nothing wrong. I like Khajiit. Gaming are lurking. Enjoy the show and have a great rest of your day if I don't see you. Alright, so let's call Roach here.
Well.
That oddball.
Student saying, be careful around these geese. Never know which one might steal your stuff. Good stuff. Is that, I would like to play that goose game. I have not, explored anything about it, though. I would like to check that out. It's on a bunch of platforms now, I think. Where am I going?
Get tired, huh?
It's trying to send me over the mountain? Yeah, let's just go this way.
Hey there! Come take a gander!
Untitled Goose Game, that's the game. I used to, back when Uncharted, before Uncharted 1 was released, I was like following a lot of the pre-release content. And when they first put out the first trailer of the game, or it wasn't even a trailer, it was like a gameplay sequence or something.
Faster.
And it looked amazing. This was probably 2006, because it came out in 2007. So E3 2006, they were showing stuff for Uncharted 1, and at the time, they didn't have a name for the game yet, so it was just called Untitled Naughty Dog Project. And I always thought that was a really cool name. And I was like, damn, I hope they leave that name. And then they called it Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I was like, oh, that's stupid. And here we are, all these years later. I've certainly come around on the name. But I still think Untitled Naughty Dog Project would have been a cool name. You know what I think it was? I think that the first thing they ever put out was a tech demo of Drake stepping in water and seeing the water like soak his pants up to whatever point you were in it for, which was major technology at the time. You know, games didn't do that. It was like your character is either wet or not, but it wasn't that he could be, only certain parts of his body could be wet. Yeah, so unfortunately they did not keep the title, did not keep the Untitled, but Goose Game kept the Untitled.
Come on now.
The White Album technically is also untitled by the Beatles because it's not actually called the White Album. It just is white, and it says the Beatles really small in the top right. But that's not actually the. Like a lot of people also refer to the album's title as being called the Beatles, but that's not the name of the album. That's actually just. Oh my God, we have to go all the way around here. The Beatles is actually just the name. Of, you know, it's the artist credit on the album, but it's not the name of the album itself. Me Computer, welcome on into the stream. I assume you're referring to that Twitch message that says say something or whatever. Welcome in, Me Computer. Can we get an exclamation mark high for Me Computer joining the show? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, around the time of 2007-ish, I was like majorly following video game news. I was like obsessed with like video game current events. I was rabidly, you know, consuming content for like BioShock when that game was first announced, and Uncharted and Assassin's Creed and Modern Warfare 1, and there were so many great games that came out in 2007, and it was like an amazing time to be a fan of video games, because there was just so much cool stuff coming out of E3 and everything, and that's what really made me want to do the stuff that I have previously done in my career, because like my whole life around that time I had been dreaming about going to E3. And then I got to do it a few years, and I created a whole bunch of coverage from there. How do we get where we're trying to go here? There's like a mountain path. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Giddy up.
What are you up to this weekend, Meat Computer? What's on the agenda?
Looking to get hired on the ship. Move. That's enough.
Alright, we're getting near. Oh, let's go to this blacksmith. Is that a blacksmith? This might just be grindstones. It is. Alright, cancel that order. Come back, Roach. I was mistaken.
Slow now.
Meat Computer, very interesting road. Yeah, it's pretty treacherous path here.
Drink last night too? Under present circumstances, I'll not kneel before an Oncrite, never. That clear to you? You prefer to aid the Black Ones? I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Moorhog than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here is my land, Druid. Watch your words.
Would you be king by Nilfgaard's grace?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
Uh-oh. I don't want to fight Lugas. Crap, I liked him. Well, sort of liked him. Wait, did Ermion kill Lugas? Oh no, I killed Lugas, but I didn't even notice that I did it. Sorry, Lugas. Oh crap, I killed myself by jumping off the edge. Oh no, when did I last save it? Oh my god. I can't believe how dumb that was. Oh, I don't even know. I really hope that I didn't screw myself there. Let's see what time I saved it at. I'm not even going to look at the screen. Oh, okay, it saved right before the battle. Thank you, game. They auto-saved when I couldn't. Got him. Oh, there goes his head.
I'll watch ye die with pleasure.
Oh, this is where... Oh god, I almost just did it again. This is where the guy is. Man, this is a treacherous staircase. Somebody should put a guardrail on this thing. What does Lugos have on him? Elven steel sword. Where the heck did Ermion go? I guess I'll loot their base if no one's gonna protest. Alright, Roach, let's get out of here. Oh man, another day, another...
Let's go!
Regional, king figure killed.
That's it, Roach.
Oh, he's fighting more guys?
I'll watch ye die with pleasure.
These guys just keep coming out.
I'll watch ye die with pleasure.
Where are you going, Come on, Ermion. I'm trying to talk to you. He's like, no, I don't want to talk about anything. I just had a traumatic experience. Go away, Geralt. I'm running away. Oh, Ermion. Alright, we're gonna sprint and catch up to him. Get over here! Oh, he's telling us to follow him, alright. Oh my god, how many...
That's enough.
How long do we have to sprint for? This guy's in good shape. Here we go.
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Croc's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Kroch sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement? Only Kroch believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
How's Sarah's handling things?
Has the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow. Everyone, Lugos excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
The lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Kroch's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers for another.
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar. Listen, Ermion, know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The mask of Urber's first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Eyvind. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arenbjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the pearl divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. You must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
I wonder if he would want to know that Ciri's back.
Can we talk?
Nope. Guess not.
Farewell.
Alright, so we have multiple objectives now. Number 1, we want to talk to these 2 guys. They're both sort of on the continent here. Okay. Then we go on to the flagship. We get Fringilla. So we'll just do the closest of these ones. And which one is the closest? Alright, here we go. Hey, Roach came over, he didn't even need to be called. Good job, Roach.
Move it!
Gonna get some hearts for our good boy Roach. Our loyal companion throughout the game. What did we ever do without you, Roach, before we had you?
Come closer, stranger.
Oh, look at that. I can eat while I'm on my horse. I didn't know that. Me Computer saying, I forgot the command to see what games you're playing. That one's !games in the chat. We got 6 concurrent gameplay series going right now. A lot of good ones at the moment. We got a good lineup of video games. What are you playing recently, Me Computer? Any good stuff? Oh, there's the fleet over there.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind. By my calculations, today's the day Gevorg, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath, and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to mention a curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind.
Nilfgaard's sigil is the Black Sun.
Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige. Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Oh!
Avon.
What?
Oh no.
Just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Oh no.
Writing a historical treatise on the Enshe elves, under Ermien's tutelage.
Ermien? Man never cared a whit about the elves of the mountains. I've seen through you, you conniver. Cut me to bits if you like, I'll never tell you about the cavern.
Well, I screwed that up. Why did he turn towards us? Why couldn't he look at the ocean while he was talking to us? I feel so bad. This guy spent his whole life trying to do this.
It's sure to be today.
Oh, man.
Yes, what is it?
Here we get some sad faces for Ivan. He spent his whole life researching this whale, and then he missed it. Welcome back into the stream, Gaming Hour. Oh, Me Computer's playing Tomb Raider. Nice. Which Tomb Raider? The 2013 reboot version? Or the originals? Or the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the new one? I love the Tomb Raider ones that we've been playing, the reboot games. We played the first and second, and man, they're so good. Me Computer's saying, have you ever speedrun a game? I'm not really interested in speedrunning. It's not really the type of, the way that I like to play games. But we have a lot of really great speedrunner friends on Twitch, and yeah, it's always a great time to watch. Yeah, I'm more interested in like the storyline and stuff like that, so speedrunning is kind of counter to the way we like to do it. Who's the guy that I can buy stuff from? Oh, here we go. How about you, Me Computer? Do you speedrun stuff?
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares.
Okay, yeah, let's sell this. We'll have him repair some things. Are we playing the old school Tomb Raider? Nice, good stuff. Yeah, they had a free weekend or something for... Actually, I want to see if they still have that while we're talking about it. I think Tomb Raider Underworld is like free right now, which is not... It's like one of the newest Tomb Raiders before the reboot. I don't know if it's still free though. Oh, it's 98 cents. Might as well be free, I guess. But they were like giving it away for a minute. The IDOS Anthology, interesting. $71. Wow, that's a lot of games. Tomb Raider Collection for 50 bucks. Lara Croft. Temple of Osiris. I remember those games they did. Those were like the top-down ones. Alright, so let's sell our cheapest swords. Just to get rid of the weight. 73 is not bad.
See ya.
Get out of the way, kid.
Ouch! Ugh. That hurt.
I got witching business to attend to.
Come on, Roach.
Jeepers. You're a raid from more.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do if there are no basilisks, lashings, or giants?
Okay, so if we go... I want to see if we can take Roach all the way there. I don't think we will, though. You can do it, Roach. Okay, he's on the ship. Can you get across? He should be able to. Yeah! Okay, good job. Look at that, he can do it. Good job, Roach. Oh, you got this big boy. Is this the really powerful one? Where are we on the map? No, the powerful one is over this way. How do we see his level? Got him. Good stuff. I don't think he was guarding anything.
Let's go.
Come on, Roach, you can make this jump.
Whoa there, Roach.
Actually, I don't think he can. Go! Welcome Stitchings back into the stream. We were witching. How do we get across? Maybe we just jump these? Oh look, that's that lighthouse. I sort of know where we are now. Okay, so we're gonna go up this way. Stitching's waiting for a 24-hour stream. I don't know about that one. There's a few games that would be conducive to playing for 24 hours, but I'm personally just not really interested in destroying my health in the name of a stream. And also missing out on an entire day of work, which I do 7 days a week in order to stream.
No way around it. Gonna have to dive. They call them fish lung for a reason.
Oh, he's probably in this cave here. So he probably has a little grotto or something. He probably goes in to dive and then comes out in a grotto. Aha!
Look, Erling, told you we wasn't done for the day. Didn't even have to fish this one out.
You daft? Can't you see he's a witcher?
What's a witcher doing here?
Never heard of Skellige's looting fallen warriors. That a tradition? I mean, these are your own people.
You not advise? What do you mean, our own? These are Pharaoh scum.
Went after the black ones with 2 longships. Fish brains.
Plan to return the bodies to their families at least? I mean, once you're done.
They speak true. Mutants got nothing resembling refined sentiments. Look at them. You think their ever-loving mums and wifeys want to see them in this state? The sea will bury them.
And that's that.
Risking a lot.
Why? That a threat or something?
Don't need to worry about me. But I heard calls underwater. Monsters must have sensed blood.
I don't hear nothing.
Ordinary folk never hear these things, till it's too late.
We best get out of here, Matthias.
Listen, heard you know a thing or two about elven ruins in Skellige.
Who says?
Ermion.
You'll not tell him what you saw today, will you?
Depends.
Elven ruins, you say? What you want to know?
Druid mentioned some cavern you've never been able to enter. Where is it?
East of Cairtrold. In a cove you can only reach from the sea.
We got nothing else for you, so if you're done, we'd rather get back up top.
I'm done. And good idea.
Oh, there's a drowner over there. Geralt wasn't lying about the monsters. So what's over this way then? Nothing. Now let's head back. Me computer saying, is there a game you might think about speedrunning? Not really. It's really not my area of interest. But is that something you're interested in thinking about, Meat Computer? Are you looking to get into speedrunning, or are you already into it? Are you a speedrunning aficionado? Stitching's, you know the symbol on his stomach? Is it a... it was like a rune or something, right? What was the symbol? You're talking about the one that was like a cross with an extra horizontal line in it?
Come on, Roach.
Alright, so now you have to talk to Yennefer. Okay. Oh, this is that area where we're gonna have to go on foot for a minute. Stitching saying it's a satanic cross. Well, it wasn't an upside down cross. Isn't that what the satanic cross is? Lavian satanic cross. Huh. I thought it was like a 2 horizontal lines and a vertical line. I might be wrong though. I wasn't really looking at it. Go, Geralt. Oh crap, they knocked me off the edge.
Let's go!
The computer saying I like playing a game and then watching someone speedrun it. Nice. Yeah, if you stick around for enough raids, you'll see many of our streamer friends who do speedrun content. A lot of them are very, very skilled at it. Yeah, there's a good speedrun community on Twitch for sure.
Whoa!
So Yennefer's probably going to be over that mountain again. Let's see what happens here. Skellige's always a pain to actually ride your horse around because there's so many like really winding paths. And very narrow paths that your horse can't really negotiate very easily. We've actually fallen off of ledges and stuff using our horse a few times when we were in Skellige. Whoa, that horse has almost kicked us.
Help, please!
Another unable to speak. Come closer, stranger.
I'd rather
Oh, there's Yennefer, okay.
Otherwise, I'll continue.
Going somewhere?
Ciri says there's a site in Skellige we must examine. Avalok's clearly hiding something from us.
Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avalok mentioned a laboratory. At one point, he wished to teleport there, to retrieve something. And he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange.
Sufficiently suspicious, don't you think?
So what? Want to just sneak in and root around?
Exactly. Coming with?
Fine. Where is it?
On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog.
Not exactly on our way. Just found out the sunstone's on Ard Skellig. Cavern along the coast that we can only access from the sea. Gonna need some real magic to get in, too.
Go find this laboratory. I will explore Ard Skellig. You can join me later.
Philippa, your eyesight. Only just recovered and magically simulated. Didn't you say you'd need some time to get accustomed?
Did I?
I'd forgotten how irritating she can be. Come, Ciri.
We'll await you there.
Let's go see if we can talk to Avalok. Oh, so meet Philippa and travel to the island. I wonder which is closer. That one's all the way to our west. This one is right here. Oh, I guess we should do this first. Should we? I think we should go sailing first, because this is going to be a big old boat journey. Wait, where is this mission again? Stitching saying Horse Running Simulator 2015. Good stuff. Witcher 3, essentially, a lot of it is a horse running simulator. Alright, we have to get to a fast travel post. That's what we need. Me Computer likes Resident Evil 4. Yeah, it's a great video game. A very good one.
Yes, Geralt?
Oh, look at that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about with him.
Margarita any better?
I managed to accelerate tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better. In fact, we must bring Eredin here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid these sorceresses of yours will start fighting amongst themselves.
From the look of things, pretty soon Ciri won't need your help anymore.
Nor yours.
True. She'll do whatever she wants, and I'll support her. What about you? Ready to let her live her own life?
I shan't force her to do anything, if that's your question.
Charming world you and Elle have got. Could easily fall in love with the place. Tell me, how do you do it? Sit around playing flute, painting rutting unicorns in gorgeous landscapes, building ornately sculpted towers? And then you murder us, without batting an eye, without a hint of guilt. How?
Do you humans feel guilt when you murder Enshe elves? Or dwarves? Or dryads? We are the same. Simply because we both firmly believe others are inferior.
Tell me something more about Caranthir. Know him well?
Know him? I reared him.
Raised, don't you mean?
No, Geralt. I began shaping him long before he was born. For centuries, I brought together pairs of elves manifesting certain abilities, those able to manipulate time and space. He is the result of these efforts. Caranthir, a golden child. Golden child who grew up to be a criminal.
You imprisoned Ciri the first time you met her. Now you protect her while fighting against your own kind. Quite an about-face.
First of all, I did not imprison her. She found me. It was her destiny.
Yeah, sure. Get to the second of all. Why are you helping her?
Because she is a danger. A mortal one. You look at her and see a human, a ward, a daughter even. I look and see the elder blood. A power that can destroy the world. A power that must be kept from Eredin's power-addled hands at all costs. Admittedly, our motives differ. Yet in spite of that, we share a goal. So, you would be wise to trust me. Or at least try.
So long.
Alright. Stitching saying Philippa is becoming my new favorite. She's sassy. Yeah, I like Philippa a lot. We didn't really know that much about her before. Other than the fact that, like, she was a wanted criminal. It's nice to finally get to, like, actually interact with her. Alright, so now if we go to, well, you know, our thing in The Witcher is that we don't fast travel, so we're not gonna fast travel.
Oh.
Look at that lady plucking those chickens. All the feathers flying up in the air. Oh wait, that's where the boats are. Alright, hold on. Gotta go back down.
You ain't from Nilfgaard, are you? Oh, sorry.
Me Computer saying that Avalok needs a sandwich. Well, he does have very defined cheekbones, but he's like a Benedict Cumberbatch type of guy. He's got those good bones. Alright, yes, we just need to go directly west. That was like the most messed up thing ever that the guy didn't get to see the whale he was searching for. I think this is the lighthouse that was haunted at that one point. I want to say it is. That the house was like down there, and then we had to climb up to where the lighthouse was. It might have been in a different spot, though. There might be more than one lighthouse. I think, you know who I wish was in The Witcher 3 is Shawnee, who is the one of the potential romantic interests in Witcher 1. You remember Shawnee was that like elf, half-elf girl who, you know, she was like healing everybody at the church in Witcher 1. And then we could have chosen her or Yennefer, or not, her or Triss, I mean. And we chose Triss. But in my original playthrough of Witcher 1, I chose Shawnee. And then I was really sad that she just disappeared in Witcher 2 and they never mentioned her. And I was like, well, I guess I picked the wrong person. So yeah, that was unfortunate. They did mention her in this game. They said like Shawnee went back to the academy or something. But I think they could have, you know, maybe they will. Maybe in the DLC they'll have her or something like that. But they've had so many other great, like, you know, instances where they bring back characters that I think they probably could still bring back Shawnee. Oh look, this is that Sky Cell prison that we went to, where it had the Game of Thrones reference. Good stuff. Alright, so over there is the island where Avalok's lab is. Oh, and that's the big tower thing that we had to go to get the to the Isle of Mists. I recognize all this stuff now. We're getting pretty good at navigating Skellige. We've gone all around Skellige at this point. Many, many episodes of Skellige stuff. That's what that'll get you. Imagine how much like brain power I've wasted of just knowing facts, random facts about Skellige. Like where to find stuff in Skellige. Like I don't know trigonometry because that brain section is used to store all the information about where all the loot barrels are in Skellige. Okay, so we need to go to the other side of the island. So let's actually go around the right side. Oops. Oh, I remember this. We couldn't get in before because it was locked. Now there's just no door in front of it. I guess the sorceresses did that. Stitching saying, I don't know basic math, but I know you can tame and ride dragons in Skyrim. There you go. Look at this guy.
This is very well protected. I believe we'll find something interesting inside.
How will you lift the barrier?
Atlan Kirk's inclusion should do the trick.
Remember the spell?
I remember you teaching me. And to think I thought you an overbearing cold shrew at the time.
Now, now. This is no time to get soppy.
So, any incriminating letters? Closets full of skeletons?
You've not even opened the door yet.
It's a highly complex magic barrier. Let's try.
Yata Ligen! We've awoken the sentry.
I'll take
Oh, damn. Oh, hold on, I gotta put away this, Come on, Geralt, you got him. There it is. Good stuff. Where's his items? He didn't have any items? Oh, there might be a second sentry.
Come! Let's see what Avalok's really planning.
Pretty cozy. Doesn't look much like a lab at all.
That proves nothing. We must look around.
It's a bit low, isn't it? Rummaging through his papers.
You wish to come, my dear.
Portrait of Ciri, I think.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
It's definitely you. Really captured you. Sure Avalok's only interested in you for your magic abilities?
Very funny.
Oh, careful about the Skyrim factoids. Don't forget that we haven't played it on stream yet. So it's really not something we would want to talk about. Like, for example, I didn't actually know that you could do that in Skyrim.
It seems someone was literally just here.
Avalok's assistant, maybe?
No. Somehow doesn't seem like Avalok to have one.
A distillate? Smells like...
Verbena.
Aha.
Aha what?
No, nothing.
Sometimes you really get on my nerves, you know.
Herbs. Not very incriminating.
Wait. We've not examined the entire laboratory yet.
Is that a thing? Nope, that's not a thing. Damn, he's got a big old lab.
Feel like I've walked into somebody's bedroom.
I guess real estate is cheap on a deserted island in Skellige, in the middle of the ocean.
Yen. Genealogical chart of the Enhanikir, the Elder Blood, from Laura Doran.
To me. You never showed me the full version. I had no idea Viedmont of Eden was an ancestor. Was he the one who punished his daughters with a hot iron? Or the one who had his own father's eyes gouged out?
Him of the daughters. My, even I'd never seen the full version. Seems Avalok has analyzed all the paths of Lara's gene, even those we thought extinct.
He's only analyzing? Really believe that? If he's anything like our mages, I seriously doubt he's standing back and observing how Laura's descendants are doing.
I don't think we'll ever know if or how deeply the elves have meddled in the gene's mutation.
Did you have a hand in what Geralt mentioned? The work of those human mages?
Of course not.
Let's look at his notes.
Gods. He spent over 2 centuries on this. He was the first to study Lara's gene. Volker? Some entries about Ciri, but it's here, later, that things get interesting. He actually tried to cultivate a genetic mix like Ciri's, but one excluding the human line.
Meaning what exactly? That I ought to be looking about for giant jars holding my siblings?
Don't be foolish. Avalok never got that far. Apparently all his experiments ended in failure. You are unique.
And that's why we've the Wild Hunt to contend with. Let's ferret on. See if we can't find something even more interesting.
Alright. We're finding stuff out. Ladies and gents, that is going to do it for The Witcher 3 today. Thank you everybody for joining the show. Now we are not going to rate at the end of this one because we have another stream coming up in a sec. But if you don't know the channel you're watching, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 6 concurrent gameplay series going now, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that follow button. Up top you see that new follower goal of 4. We're currently at 0. We just reset it. Next person to follow will, tink, break ground on that follower goal. Now, if you like the channel, you want to support the stuff that I do, then consider subscribing. Subscribers get a whole bunch of stuff on here, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. Subs also get that handsome sub badge in front of their names. Thank you to all of our subscribers who continuously support these streams. Thank you to everyone who cheers. On the cheerleader boards this week, we have in first place Azure Tundra with 300 cheer. That is a purple level cheer. Thank you to Azure Tundra. Thank you to everybody who supports the shows. Now, we're going to call it a stream, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.